أما بعد أحبتي في الله. I'll start with this joke to bring smile in your face, which a person was trying to reconcile between two. And then when the first one came to him and he told him the story, he said, you know what? You are right. And then the second one came to him and he told him the story. He said to him, you are right. And this one person was listening and was observing. He said, how come? The first one you told me, you said, you are right. And the second one, he came and he told him, you are right. He said, yes, what's wrong about you? Even you are right. So he's like a right man, making everybody happy. But the point I want to mention, that sometimes despite the differences, it's not about who is right and wrong. It's about what's method you are trying in order to reach the result. So if you have the right method, and even you end up to have not the similar result, it's still that being appreciated. You get the point? The Prophet ﷺ said, إِذَا اجْتَهَدَ الْحَاكِمُ, the person he's qualified, and this is the point. Not every person. The one he's qualified, to do ijtihad. إِذَا اجْتَهَدَ الْحَاكِمُ فَأَصَابَ فَلَهُ أَجْران فَإِنْ أَخْطَأَ فَلَهُ أَجْرٌ وَاحِدٌ. If he was correct in his opinion, then he will get double of the reward. And if he was wrong, he will still be rewarded, one reward. فهو إذا أصاب مأجور ومأجور وإذا أخطأ هو مأجور ومعذور. So he's still getting the reward if he's qualified. If he's not qualified, even if he was right, he's wrong. Because in the first place, he should not even try. Nowadays, if somebody prescribes a medication, even it was right medication, but he's not qualified person to do that, he may end up to be in a jail, yes? He will be having big consequences, because of that. So the person is qualified, he is fine even in making, ijtihad and trying and he reached, something wrong because might be excused. And subhanallah, that concept that happened in the life of the Prophet, so that give us the feeling that we should accept the differences. One time the Prophet, he told the Sahaba after being exhausted in the battle and they were tired, he told them, لا يصلين أحد منكم العصر إلا في بني قريظة. And what happened? Bani Qurayza betrayed the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ said, you know what? None of you shall pray Asr except in Bani Qurayza. There. You should head to them now. Go there. So they went. And here what happened? Asr time arrived. On the way. So now some of them, they said, we have to pray. Others said, why you pray? The Prophet said, no, Asr is there. You have to pray there. They said to them, no, if the Prophet with us, he would never mess it. He didn't mean it literally. He didn't mean exactly we have to stick with the word. We have to look at the meaning. He meant that you should rush. But if he was with us, he would never miss the prayer. So what happened? Some of them, they prayed on time. When the time arrived, the other one delayed until they reached there. And that was out of its time. Subhanallah. They came back to the Prophet ﷺ and they told him, you know what the Prophet ﷺ said? Asabtum. The other one, asabtum. He said, you are right. And the other one, he said, you are right. Oh, what's this? They have differences. And he said, you are right. And you are right. You have to look at that deeply. When the Prophet ﷺ said the statement, he meant only one thing, yes? He never meant this or that. He meant one thing. But subhanAllah, when they came back to him for judging, he told them, you're right and you're right. Despite the result, each one of them did his best to understand the words of the Prophet ﷺ. So they took the fahwa al-khitab or mantuq al-khitab. There are two different methods to how to look at it. To look at the statement as it appears and you apply it like literally, or the meaning of it. And subhanallah, later on, developed their two different schools. Different schools. Those, some of them, they are really stick with the words, and the other one, they look at the concept and the meaning behind it. But the Prophet, he gave the permission at the beginning because that's how humans function in their brains. So that's fine, and that's fine. And that's will give us wide range of tolerance. We need that. We didn't need just acceptance and agreement. Because the agreement not always going to happen. But we need tolerance. We need to tolerate the differences and not feel bad about it. We came from different school of thought, from different part of the world, from different teachers that we learn from them. And we do not expect that all we have a similar practice for everything. No, that's impossible. But having that ground of acceptance, and welcoming everybody, as long as they're trying their best to reach the haqq, then it's fine. We should not really feel bad about that. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah wrote a book, a very beautiful book, called رفع الملام عن الأئمة الأعلام. Left the blame of accusing those scholars. رفع الملام. Left the blame from the scholars. Why all of that differences? And it's a small one. It's not that big one. It's a risala. It's a booklet, but tells you many of that wisdoms and reasons why those disputes happen. Why all of that? And that has to be. You cannot eliminate that. It's going to be, and it exists, and it's going to be. There's one student came to a Shaykh, Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, and he told him, Shaykh, you have different opinion than what you have said. He said, why? Because that evidence. Shaykh replied, he said, إِذَنْ اتَّفَقْنَا, then we are agreed. Then the student asked, does that mean that you change your opinion? He said, no, I'm still with my opinion, but we agreed on the method because we are all following Kitab and Sunnah. I'm depend on this evidence and resulted to that opinion, and you depend on other evidence and you result to different opinion. It's fine. And sometimes it's exactly the same evidence, but the way how they understood it and the way how interpreted it is different. As the Sahaba, they heard the statement. They are not disputing about the statement. They heard the statement from the Prophet, but each one look at that one from different angle. Your angle is not like my angle. Now, if I would write like, something like this shape, can you tell me if somebody follow my fingers? This shape. Number 9 from your side. From my side, it's number 6. It's, if I look at it, you look at it, it's 9. But I look at it, it's 6. It's my standing, it's, I look at 6. You look at 9. You will never agree with me until you come to my side and look at it. You get my point? So you are not in my side to look at it. And we are going to end up always having dispute. 6, 9, 6, 9. We're not going to end it that one. Until all we agreed and you come to the same way. So now, is it 9 or 6? Or both? Both are right, So you are right and you are right, inshallah. So let's have that, smile, have that tolerance and that acceptance. Wallahi, I meant it. We need that smile. Sometimes we're missing, we're not the knowledge. We have the knowledge, but we miss the adab. We don't have the smile. We have the knowledge, and we want to defend our opinion. Oh, my right. This is right, my opinion. No, brother, calm down. It's not about your right and wrong and your opinion is right and wrong. We need the adab, and we need to understand each one of us, he's standing, and based on what, that he's practicing this. This is very important, and this is something that has to be exist, especially in this society. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the best of understanding And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the adab and the manners to respect each other. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.